Break the board sports. Here we go. Friday night college football championship. We got two great matchups. College football playoff implications on the line. We got two teams, North Texas at Tulane. Both coaches on their way out. However, both programs doing it the right way. Both coaches doing it the right way. Finishing the job. Very big here. Tulane's coach Summerall. He is headed off to the Florida Gators. Wish him a ton of success. Think he's a really, really good coach that's gonna really make a difference there and be able to take Florida and get them back to where they need to be. Obviously, they've struggled the past few years with everything they've been trying to do. And then you got head coach of North Texas, Neil Brown. He's going to be headed off to Oklahoma State to fix that disaster. Best of luck to him. One thing about Stillwater is Oklahoma State, for a very long time under Gundy, really good program. Again, like these two coaches, even love it even more that them and the administrations worked it out to finish the game. But let's dive into it because the winner's going to the college football playoff. When you look over right now, the line, it's got North Texas laying 2.5 on the road. 67.5 is the total. I'll say that again. 67.5 is the total. Now, 65% of the tickets, 81% of the handle going over, 35% of ticket count, 19% of the handle going to the under. Now, as far as that 2.5 point spread, 65% of tickets, 56% of the handle on North Texas. Kind of crazy that the road favorite here is getting the money. Tulane, 35% of ticket count, 44% of the money for the Green Wave. Now, both teams coming in, North Texas 11-1, Tulane 10-2. Again, more than likely, all signs point to the winner of this game gets that last coveted spot in the CFP. North Texas has been absolutely amazing, ATS. They're 10-2 against the spread. 6-6 against the spread is Tulane. Now, on the road, North Texas 5-0, Tulane 6-0 here. Head-to-head, these two teams haven't played this year, but they played last year in North Texas, a game Tulane won 45-37. Year before, Tulane beat them at home 35-28. Before that, got to go all the way back to 2013. But past 2 years, again, Tulane, 7-point win, 8-point win. Now they're catching 2.5. Seems a little fishy to me. When you look last 10 games as a home dog, not been a good spot for Tulane. They're just 1-9 straight up. They've lost 9 straight as a home dog. 9 straight as a home dog outright. But ATS, they're 6-4 as a home dog. North Texas here, 9-1 straight up as a road favorite. That includes 8 wins in a row as a road favorite. They played to the under 7 or played to the over 7 of their last 10 games when they are a road favorite. ATS 6-4. So a lot of good stuff there pointing to the Tulane Green Wave in this one. When you look in North Texas, 6-0 ATS over their last 6. They're also 6-0 in that time span. They are 5-0 against the American Athletic Conference ATS. But two things here. Games in December, 1-9 straight up. Games on a Friday, for what it's worth, 2-6. Tulane, on the other hand, 2-4 ATS over their last 6, but they've won 6 straight games at home. They're 7-1 straight up over their last 8. They're 1-4 ATS their last 5 in the month of December. They've played to the over 4 of their last 6 games as a dog, and Tulane is 14-2 straight up against the American Athletic Conference here. When I look at this game, you start to dive into some trends here between the two teams. North Texas, one of the best offenses in college football, the number 1 ranked offense in college football, 46.75 points per game. However, when they're on the road, North Texas, little different overall. They drop 3 points per game. Now, when you look at that in its totality, Tulane averaging 27 points a game, so they're about 20 points behind North Texas. But here's the other part of this. North Texas's defense giving up 27.2 points per game on the road, as to where Tulane at home has the 19th best home defense points per game. They're giving up 15 points per game here. Again, when I look at this, I get why North Texas is favored. Their offense is just potent. Their defense isn't bad. Now, it's not as good as Tulane's, but I see the love here for North Texas. But I got to go with the home dog. Again, I'm going to do what I did. Check out our other part of the Friday night show. We did Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State, Troy, and JMU. I'm going to take another dog here and give me Tulane. I'm going to buy it to +3, buy the hook, lay the $1.20. Excuse me. I like Tulane in this spot to get it done. +3 as a home dog. Next game on the board, UNLV and Boise State. Now, this one was at 3.5 for the longest. Today, it has jumped to 4.5. Right now, 60% tickets UNLV, 60% tickets Boise State, 40% tickets UNLV. The money 50-50 split. Now, the over-under 58.5, 62% of ticket count, 82% of the handle going over, 38% ticket count, 18% of the handle going to the under here. I also lean under. I don't think you're going to get as many points as you think here. Now, UNLV, 10-5 ATS their last 15 games, 15-2 straight up over their last 17. But the problem for UNLV is Boise State. They've lost 8 straight, and they're just 1-5 ATS over the last 6 meetings. Boise, however, 15-5 over their last 20 games, and they're 16-1 their last 17 at home. Boise State's been absolutely dominant. Head-to-head, 4 of the last 6 games in this series have went over the total. Now, UNLV comes in 10-2, Boise State 8-4, UNLV 7-5 ATS, Boise 6-4-2 ATS. Both teams 5-1 on the road. When you look head-to-head, they played back October 18th in Boise, much warmer than it's going to be here. Boise won that game 56-31. Look, I can't go laying. Right now, Boise State on the money line is -210. I really don't want to do that in a game like this, but I'll tell you what I will do. You can put Boise State with the Detroit Lions on Thursday night, get you +$1.31. The other thing you could do, you could put Boise State with Texas Tech. I don't see any way Texas Tech loses. You could put Boise State and Texas Tech -$1.35. I think that's got legs. Look, the reality is Boise State beats up on UNLV. They just do. Last 10 games as a home favorite, UNLV, or Boise State rather, 9-1 straight up, 7-3 ATS. UNLV last 10 games as a road underdog, 4-6 straight up, but they are 7-3 ATS. But now that it's went to 4.5, look, I could totally see this 24-20, 31-27, something along those lines. But I just think Boise State gets this thing done. I'm not a big fan of UNLV, especially when they're away from home. Now you're putting them outside in the cold. This doesn't favor UNLV. I like Tulane +3, and I like Boise State on the money line parlayed with Texas Tech money line. I also lean under in the Boise State UNLV game. Click that like, hit subscribe. Break the Board Sports, where we give you stats, trends, information to help you make your own picks and become a good handicapper. God bless and happy handicapping.